if you get into this game called social media marketing, it's one thing to do it, and it's a whole nother thing to do it effectively. All right, pediatric, prenatal, and family chiropractors, get your notebook out. I really want this to be a training and teaching video. This is not a big picture theory video. This is these 5 things are working right now better than ever before, so you'd be crazy not to do them. So we're gonna post this up in our Facebook group, Pediatric Chiropractic Today. Maybe you're watching it there. Thanks for being a part of the community, or on our YouTube and on our blog, and just get this out to chiropractors as much as we can, because we gotta get the word out. And it's working. It's easier. It's more effective than ever before to get the word out about principled, neurologically focused pediatric, prenatal, and family chiropractic. We are in the best of times. Number one, we're in the unfortunate times that more kids, more families than ever before need this. Like, oh my goodness, they need this. But the best of news is they're ready for it. They want it. They're in our care. Our practice model and our product, if you will, is in higher demand than ever before. We are trending, if you will. And so I want to take you through these 5 tips I've got in my notes and give you just some real granular take-home practical tips for your social media marketing and branding. And I promise these are important. These are the top 5 as we finish off this year and roll into next year. Nobody produces more content for not only our practice, but now with PX Plus, we create just this custom brandable, but also done for you, done with you content for hundreds of offices. And so the ones that are doing these exact 5 things are crushing, and those that aren't. Okay, so here we go. Number 1. Use their language, not ours. Now, this is essential. A lot of chiropractors get caught up kind of halfway here. We don't like talking about symptoms and conditions. I despise that I have to put this medical terminology, symptom-based, condition-based stuff out there, but yet I don't in the same breath. Because if that's what it takes for us to capture their attention, which is the first thing any content needs to do, is to capture that mom's attention. We need to stop the scroll. And talking about subluxation or nervous system regulation or innate intelligence and all this chiropractic terminology in our words will do nothing for them. It won't capture their attention at all. They'll never see it. They'll never click on it. They'll never be interested in it. If you're getting clicks and likes on your content that's all chiropractic-y, it's other chiropractors, and you're not looking for them to be your new patient. So use their language. Same as we're doing day 1, day 2 communication. We create our copy and we create our content with them in mind. So whether your principled, pure chiropractic heart likes it or not is not the conversation here. It's whether it's effective or not. And we're not here to be right. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to be impactful, and we're here to serve them. And so we need to speak their language in order to capture their attention first. Number 2, use emotions and use emojis. Now, I get a lot of flack for, oh, look how many emojis Tony puts in his copy. Look at how story and inspirational and emotional he is. Yeah, and our stuff goes viral often. The way I write and the way I talk is the way that works. Now, it happens to be for me that I have a lot of energy, I have a lot of sarcasm, and I really like just rolling out some emojis, but it's also effective. So there's a ton of research that shows your copy, first off, again, number 1, needs to speak their language. It's got to be what they are looking for, speaking to their problem, not our unique chiropractic language. And number 2, copy with emotional hooks and emojis. That would be like a Thai dessert with an emoji. So emojis are effective. The text messages that have emojis and emails that have them and headlines that have them and social media posts that have them and blogs and articles that have them are all read at a higher rate than those that don't. So use it. It works. Number 3, testimonials, social proof. It's been the nervous system, pun intended with that analogy. Don't use that in your content, it's weird. But for you, chiropractors, it makes sense. So testimonials and social proof have always been the central nervous system of a successful content or any kind of marketing strategy. Heck, your practice probably has them on the walls and it's literally printed in a picture frame and it's a huge impactful part of the office tour. Well, as they're touring, scrolling social media, testimonials still crush today. But here's the advanced tip. Turn your testimonials into reels. on Instagram and Facebook. Our Facebook Reels actually often go off to a bigger scale than even our Instagram Reels. So do not, I should have made this a tip, do not relegate yourself just to Instagram, my young people. Pretend like, even if you're starting your practice and you are beautiful and young and healthy and vibrant and 25 years old, act like you're 42 and use Facebook too. And tell that story with multiple pictures and videos and movement and music and trending audio and all the things that goes into a reel. I don't really know, my team does this for me, but our testimonial reels are crushing, and testimonials have always crushed, reels have always crushed. Bam, 1 + 1 = 11. Turn your testimonials into reels. Number 4 tip, long form content. This exact kind of video will not get, even within chiropractic, not as many people are going to watch this video on the pure quantity number count as would be if I did this in a 60-second reel or less. So this video is a long form educational video. I told you right out of the gates, grab your notebook, write some stuff down. I'm gonna get granular, I'm gonna get educational, I'm gonna get detailed. That's a long form piece of content, whether on video or if it's on a blog and I wrote these 5 things out, or on a carousel. That's a little bit less long form, but it's very educational. Now, those types of content they're going to confuse you because they're not going to get as many likes and as many views and as many impressions as reels. But reels, short form content, doesn't have as much depth. So it doesn't create as many conversions. So there's impressions and there's top end numbers, and then there's actual numbers that really matter and move the needle. And that's called engagement and conversions on social media. And a lot of kind of level 1 social media experts put out a lot of good content that gets a lot of impressions and a lot of traction and a lot of followers, but do they actually move the needle? Do they actually grow their practice or their business? Long form content still crushes. Gary Vee says it this way, short form content is the appetizer to the long form. I love that. That's how we've always built our structure and our system. And I'm in charge of long form content and the team does the rest for me. So that way I know so many more moms are going to have found us through our testimonial reels and through content that speaks their language. And then once they're interested, intrigued, and attracted to, hey, what's this all about? They will then find our long form content, videos, articles, blogs, and emails before and learn more. We call them Learn More Moms, and then convert and become new patients. And number 5, build a studio. We literally have, for our PX clients, we literally have a Google sheet that they can go through and get this exact. So there's 2 forms of it. There's a starter package and then there's an advanced package of cameras, microphones, lights. We can get it down to $300 to $500, or those offices who invested the $300 to $500, followed our PX social media blueprint to the T, and it worked. They are exploding in practice, even financially. So they're building $1,500, $3,000, $5,000 studios as well, because right now, anybody with an iPhone can make pretty darn good quality content. So the way you've always stood out with making content, I didn't even make it one of the 5 because it's such a long established thing, is you've got to make enough content, quantity. Now, the real differentiating factor is the quality of your videos, is the lighting, the microphone, the camera, the audio. Are you doing any post-production editing as well? So you'll see with this video, I'm going to have my team give this what we call the royal treatment. And so if you've been watching, we've done things. When I say we, not me, because your team can do the vast majority of these 5 things for you, with you. So now this video is going to be a lot more engaging and helpful and entertaining, because before we post it, it's going to go into post-production and have high quality added to it. Just as is with these lights, these microphone, this camera, and my notes, I know that on its own, it's a high quality video, but I want to use the content to teach you how to make this content. So I'm gonna have my team give it the full royal treatment before we put it on YouTube, the blog, and so forth, so you can see exactly what we're asking you to do for them. And that's what this all comes down to. Each of these 5 things and all the other stuff we teach our PX tribe, because the marketing and social media branding is a huge part of what we teach inside the membership. Because once you learn the clinical skills that we teach first, well, you can't shut up about it. So we teach that too. And it's all for them, the kids and families and moms who are up late at night in your community, scrolling Instagram, scrolling Facebook, searching YouTube, Googling for this content. When you make the content in this way and the ways that we can teach you, It works better than any kind of marketing you could ever do. This blows the doors off of screenings and dinner talks and lunch and learns and community connections. We do all of that stuff too, still at PwC, but our practice literally gets 20 to 30 absolutely pre-educated, fully ideal new patients every single month from our social media. And this content crushes, and it's only going to grow more. So wherever I found you on this video, get in the freaking game. Please, right now, I want to have this content go through you, through your practice, to them and those kids in that community who I know are ready for you, are in need of you. You just need us to help you get this through out there to them. And if this free content serves you in a big way, imagine what we can do with the intricate, granular, step-by-step training that we offer through PX, or open only to members, our full social media content marketing agency called PX Plus. If you want help on top of help, comment below, send us a DM. And my last request is please share this video. I want this to go to as many pediatric, prenatal, and family chiropractors as possible. I want us all making this kind of content because I know we can deliver the goods and transform their lives like nothing else out there. There's no pediatrician or probiotic that can do what a chiropractor can do. Please subscribe to our channel if you're catching this on YouTube. And please, please, please keep sharing this content because we are here to serve you guys so we can help link up with you, through you, to them. God bless. Be well. See you on the next one.